Very good evening to one and all. I welcome all of you on the first day of this 1 week virtual faculty development program come workshop on research methodology and AI integration, redefining academic research and excellence. Organized by Inspira Research Association in association with Khandesh College, Education Societies, College of Engineering and Management, and Shri Tagore College, Kuchaman City. So, first of all, I would like to welcome, we have today a very renowned personality, renowned academician of today's resource person, Dr. Udit Mamodiya. So, I would like to welcome Dr. Udit very officially. So, for this, I would like to invite Dr. Aarti Chopra, our Joint Secretary, Inspira Research Association, to welcome our today's resource person, Dr. Aarti.
Thank you so much, Professor Ravikant Modi sir. Namaskar and a very good evening to one and all present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm and a heartfelt welcome to all the participants, all the dignitaries, and our esteemed resource person on behalf of the organizing team. I, Dr. Aarti Chopra, Joint Organizing Convener and Joint Secretary of Inspira Research Association, feel truly honored to be a part of this 1 week faculty development program, come workshop on research methodology and AI integration, redefining academic research excellence, being held from 26th of May to 1st of June 2025. This transformative faculty development program is being organized by Inspira Research Association Jaipur in collaboration with Khandesh College Education Societies, College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, Maharashtra, and Shri Tagore College, Kuchaman City, Rajasthan. At the outset, I wish to sincerely acknowledge and appreciate the collective vision and efforts of the organizing conveners, Professor Ravikant Modi, General Secretary, Inspira Research Association, Dr. Sanjay Sugandhi, Principal, KCES College of Engineering and Management, and Dr. P.S. Chauhan, Principal, Shri Tagore College, for bringing together such meaningful academic initiative for faculty members and research scholars across various disciplines. Today marks day one of this FDP, and we are absolutely thrilled and delighted to begin this journey and session day one led by a scholar par excellence, Dr. Udit Mamodiya. Dr. Udit Mamodiya is Associate Professor and Associate Dean Research at Poornima University, Jaipur. Dr. Mamodiya is a name which is synonymous with rigorous research, ethical scholarship, and academic intelligence. I have had the privilege of working alongside Dr. Mamodiya during my tenure at Poornima University, and his sessions are always so wonderful that they leave an indelible mark on the learners with their depth and clarity. Before inviting our resource person, Dr. Mamodiya, I would like to throw a light on his academic and research journey. Dr. Udit Mamodiya is a distinguished academician and researcher. As I told you, currently working as the Associate Dean Research at Poornima University. With over 12 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration, he specializes in renewable energy systems, IoT-based smart products, and industrial automation. A gold medalist in both BTech and MTech, Dr. Mamodiya earned his PhD in electrical engineering, focusing on smart solar photovoltaic systems. He has an impressive portfolio of 50 plus publications in SCI, Scopus, and UGC Care journals, alongside 50 plus patents, with 6 granted patents and 18 designed patents. Dr. Mamodiya has successfully managed research grants exceeding rupees 51.8 lakhs, including rupees 50.39 lakhs AICTE grant for the IDEA Labs. His work extends to authoring 15 textbooks and serving as a reviewer and editorial board member for international journals and conferences. He has organized over 10 international conferences, chaired multiple sessions, and delivered invited talks at various institutions. He is the recipient of numerous awards like Global Educational Award, Asian Excellence Award, and his research focuses on innovative solutions in energy optimization, IoT based automation, and his technical expertise is in MATLAB, PCB design, and advanced simulation tools drives impactful research and bridges academia and industry. So we are so glad and honored to have Dr. Udit Mamodiya with us today. We welcome you, sir, with folded hands. We welcome you today on this platform. And I'm sure that with your session, our participants who have joined us from across the nation will definitely get benefited. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, Dr. Udit. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for inviting me and sharing our portfolio towards the participants. Thank you so much. First of all, thanks to Dr. S.S. Modi ji, Dr. R.K. Modi ji, Professor Anil Mehta, Dr. P.S. Chauhan, Dr. Aarti Chopra, Dr. Sanjay ji, and my colleague Dr. Sandeep Gupta for inviting me and conducting such a beautiful FDP program or workshop on research methodology and AI integration, redefining academic research excellence. And it is in association with Kandas College Education Society, College of Engineering and Management, Maharashtra, Sri Tagore College, Jaipur, Rajasthan. So it's great opportunity to all because this is our first session, and in upcoming days, definitely participants will gain fruitful and important knowledge based on the theme research methodology and academic excellence. So now I am sharing our screen. Now it's visible?
Yes, sir. Yeah, visible.
Okay. So now we are starting from enhancing research integrity, ethics, quality publication, and effective proposal writing. So these topics we have divided into 5 parts. Part 1, introduction. Part 2, ethics in research. Part 2, quality publication. Part 4, effective proposal writing. And last one, conclusion of the publication, quality publication, proposal writing, and ethics in research point of view. So now we will start with introduction, importance of research integrity. Definition and impact is very important point because research integrity refers to the adherence to ethical principle and professional standard in research. Its importance is profound, effective, credibility, reproducibility, and public trust in scientific finding. Before finding, we are introducing our research paper in public domain, so it is not a straightforward path in terms of social benefit. So firstly, we will find out the gap between existing problem and upcoming solution. So firstly, we will go with literature review. Then we can find out the gaps between existing methodology and system. Then we can align with our objective and research-based outcome. So in this regard, firstly, we will start case study of integrity breaches. Suppose that we are going with XYZ domain paper writing process. So our area is suppose solar tracking system, and you are going with some IoT based reason. So firstly, you are depend on literature review, or we can say prior art. So you can find out how many papers are published in recent year or before 1 and 2 year, because latest paper are having latest objective in terms of gap which we are finding in our future paper. So overview is very important in terms of ethical standard, because fundamental ethical principle says person, beneficiary, and justice. These guide researchers in promoting human rights and ensuring fair treatment in studies. We are going with finding of the existing methodology. Then we can find out some research objective which are belong to our study. It doesn't matter you are belong from management background, you are belong from engineering background, you are belong from finance department, you are belong from healthcare, you are belong from architecture department. Objective is what is your goal, what is your objective for the publication point of view. You are targeting some international conference proceeding like IEEE, Springer, Taylor Francis, ACM, or whatever, or your target is Scopus Index publication or high like SCI or Web of Science. So these things in your mind, then you can find out the base paper from the different websites like IEEE Explore, Google Scholar, or directly you can find out the Scopus Index database. So different ethical principle are available in the different websites. Second one is regulatory framework provide guideline and laws that ensure research is conducted ethically. Suppose that we are going with IoT based programming. So we are find out the gap between IoT and whatever we are doing like this. Suppose that your background is finance, or you are doing something research on like example stock prediction based analysis based on machine learning. So first of all, we have to require machine learning language introduction problems. Then we can find out how many papers are published in recent 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years. What are the existing problems are there, and then find out which kind of problem are belong to social generation. Then we can find out the objective, or we can prepare the objective based on our literature review. Second one is institutional policies. Institutional policies are specific guidelines set by research organization that outline expectation for ethical conduct, like how much plagiarism is available in the research paper, how many type of literature review are available. Its paper depend on case study, literature review, or experimental based paper. So depends on institutional policies and requirement. Next one is ethics in research. Ethical consideration, human or animal subject, like someone are belong from animal subject, or your research is going on based on human or animal. So ethical consideration regarding the treatment of human and animal subjects are paramount. Emphasize respect, welfare, and the minimization of harm is research practice. So whatever you are doing in the terms of human and animal research, first of all, you have to require ethical consideration or permission from the respective body. Then informed consent. Informed consent is a fundamental ethical requirement ensuring participant understand the nature, risk, and benefit of the research. Who will be the beneficiary after your paper publication, after your whatever you are doing in terms of research excellence. So what is the beneficiary? What are the market demand? What is the society demand? So firstly, you can find out your research area, interest area. Then you can find out literature review based on last 3 to 4 year published paper. You can find out the gap, and before without gap you can't mention any objective of this upcoming literature review paper, case study based paper, or experimental based paper. So consent is very important, what you are going on, in which direction you are going on. So if you are going with human and animal subject related research, then respective departments permission are required. Importance of research ethics, mandatory, and first important point is protecting participant safety. Second one is maintaining scientific integrity. Whenever we are submitting our research paper in one journal, before acceptance, review, or rejection, we can't upload single paper in multiple submission, or we can say multiple journal. Third, next one is upholding human rights and dignity, ensuring social responsibility. This is very important because whatever we are doing in terms of research excellence, ultimately plus and minus depends on social responsibility. It is our primary responsibility. Building trust in research and institutions day by day, week by week, month by month, and year by year. Whatever we are doing in research, after some days, after some months, or definitely after so many years, definitely this paper or this research will generate some outcome. It may be positive, it may be negative. So before start our initial case study research point, so firstly find out the social impact. What is the social impact after the successful research publication? So this is very important point. We are going with research publication, we are writing with patent application, we are going with funding proposal application with government body. So definitely all research excellence in included via social platform. Compiling with legal and regulatory compliance, this is the major reason why research ethics is matter. Ethical review process, in we are having three types of ethical review process. Firstly, institutional review board. Someone are review board in university, someone are not having. If any university are having ethical and human respected branches, then definitely institutional review board are there. So you are going with animal, your research is belong from ethical, human and animal respect point of view, then definitely you have to require permission from the government authorities. Second point is ethical review application. Ethical review application depends on the university to university, college to college application body. You are directly submit your paper to general, or if you are having any committee in your university, then firstly you will submit your paper to university level committee. Then you can committee will pass your paper, or any question are there, so you can justify, you can rectify of these questions, then you can submit your paper to the general. So some university or some colleges are having some hierarchy for the submission of the paper in respective journal. Next, post approval monitoring. After submitting your paper to the journal, you have to require monitoring time to time, because some journals are not mentioning the mail your paper is accepted, or your paper status is like this. So you can monitor the portal, general portal, on the regular basis. So this is the review process or ethical review process which will be conducted in the time of submission. Publication ethics checklist, approval and consent, data accuracy, plagiarism and self plagiarism policy. It is very important, because if you are submitting your paper in any journal or any conference, then your mandatory requirement is plagiarism and self plagiarism is below minimum to minimum. You are going, depends on general to general, depends on conference to conference, but self plagiarism should be 0, and normal plagiarism upper limit is 10. You can try below 10, and self plagiarism should be 0. It is mandatory with our all scientific journals. Submission fraud, is there submission simultaneously submission to journals? Second point, have you published the entire work or part in a already? Suppose that you are submitting your paper in a X journal, and after some days you are writing, or you are preparing your funding proposal based on your research. So same material you have to submit it in one journal, and simultaneously you are preparing your funding proposal. So these are both different things. So you have to try submit your research in a one journal, and behind this behind this your work, what are the mandatory equipment, what are the recurring non-recurring equipment, what are your objective, what is your gap, what is your existing problem, what is the existing problem. But if you will get the funding from the CSI, example CSIR, DST, SERV or DRDO, so what will be the outcome for the society? So both are different types of equipment are there. So one by one we will discuss in upcoming slides. Definitely, have you exclusively cited your own publication? Ethics and authorship. And second word is interest of area. What is the conflict of interest? This is very important point. Next is quality publication. So this is the basic structure of a scientific paper. First, introduction. Second, what is the gap in knowledge? Third, rational purpose and hypothesis. What you are doing in your research paper based on prior published paper. What are the different methodology you are introducing in your research paper in your research? What are the existing methods are available which are based on your paper? This is very important. After applying such methods, what are the results? What are the discussions? And definitely your conclusion is directly related with your abstract. So this 7 point is very important for the successful paper publication. So one by one we are going with, first of all, we are going with live demonstration. Screen is visible to all.
It vanished, sir, for some time in between. Now only your name is visible. We cannot see
Now,
your presentation.
now it is visible.
Probably I cannot see it, others can see it. Yeah, now it's visible, sir.
Now visible, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible now, sir.
Okay. So now we are going with live demonstration. What we have to do, firstly type Google. Then you can mention Scopus general search. Why we are going with like this? Suppose that your area is XYZ. This XYZ belongs to X means management, Y means engineering, Z means any other. So how many generals are available in the market? First point. Second point, these generals are belong to my research or not? Second point. Third point is how we can find out these general is authenticate or not. It means this general is currently active or not. This is very important. Fourth point, all things point 1, point 2, point 3 are favor in according to my research area, but I don't know after paper writing when we will submit, how we will submit, and how much time respective journal will take for the publication. So for this query, I will give you 10 to 15 minutes live demonstration. Then we come on our next slide. So we are going with Scopus general search, or we can go with subject area. So you can mention here, if you are having current title of the general, then you can mention title and you can put over here the general name. But suppose that we are not having any general, we are not having any idea how many generals are available for my research. So you can go with subject area, and definitely you are having your research point or subject area. So in this Scopus database, we are having agriculture and biological science, and these are the keywords, or you can say sub area based on agriculture and biological science. Whenever we will go down, then next is arts and humanities, then next is biochemistry, next business management and accounting, chemistry, computer science, decision science, and so many area and sub areas are available. But we are we are giving live example like management. We are giving with management. So we are going with management and management information system. My area is, we are giving with live example, Suppose that my area is management information system. Whatever you are belong from your area, you can just click here and apply. And after applying, you can see management information system are having 167 results. And these 167 results are based on Q4, Q3, Q2, and Q1 generals. All these generals are belong from SCI to Scopus. Q1, it may be Q2, it may be Q3, it may be Q4. But your paper is belong from so. Your paper is not too high level of SCI level. So you can go with Q3 and Q4 general. But your paper is experimental based paper, result oriented based paper. Definitely you are having some good idea belong to the social development. So you can go with Q1 and Q2. It based on your research paper. So right now we are having 167 results included Q1 to Q4. So one by one we can go with Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So firstly we will go with Q4 and we can apply and filter. Then we can find out 19 results are there. So 19 results are there out of 167, or we can say 160 plus. We are having 19 Q4 generals. 19 Q4 generals are there. So site score are mentioned over here. Journal name mention are over here. Then suppose that we are going with foundation and trends in information system. This is totally belong from management information system, because our key point is management information system. So this general is belong from management information system. Whatever your area, you can type here and you can go with general. Suppose that your area is finance. So we can find out finance. So economics, finance generals are there. So we can apply and we are having 77 results on finance. So means 77 finance generals are there. But our paper is not too good or not to reach a benchmark. So we can go with Q4, Q2, Q3, Q1. So suppose that we are going with firstly Q4. So we can apply and Q4 result is 74. But we are going with Q3 and we can filter. So 114 results are there. So number of quartile as per number of results are there. Whenever we can go with Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1, you can see the site score. Site score one by one, it will increase. So suppose that we are going with International Journal of E-Business Research. So you can find out, you can click over there and you can see the general detail. It is very important. It is basic, but it is important and mandatory for the paper submission. If you cannot find out these ways, or you can directly submit your paper to this journal or any other journal. So your time, your money, your hard work will be on dustbin if you are not having this kind of knowledge, because with this experiment we can find out this journal is currently active or not. If yes, then what is the next step? If no, then what with the other way for finding the other journals? So this is General Information, International Journal of E-Business Research, and it is currently not active, because you can see these journals are active from 2005 to 2024, and right now 2025 is going on, and your paper, you can submit your paper in this journal before checking this point. So definitely after your publication, your paper will not reflect in the Scopus database, because 2024 is the last year for this journal in Scopus database. First point, it may be wrong or it may be correct. Another checkpoint, you can click on Scopus content coverage and you can see last publication and last indexing paper in 2024 is 6 document. So no document, zero document is indexed in 2025. It means this general is deactivated by the Scopus team. So you can't submit your paper in this general. But paper is ready. What we can do next? So you can submit your paper in another journal which is based on management information system. Next, we are going with management and technology innovation. We are clicking on that randomly just for checking and giving the best example and satisfactory reason. General is totally based on, you can see subject area, business management, accounting, view all, computer science, computer network, communication. So this general is belong from communication, network, management, information, innovation, technology, accounting, and business. All kind of area are belong in the electronic general of knowledge management general. First point. Second point is this is active general because 2025 is mentioned over here. Second checklist, you can click on Scopus content coverage and you can see in 2025 12 documents are indexed. So definitely these general are under active. So you can submit easily your paper in this general because these general are active. This is the checkpoint before submitting your paper in any particular journal. So definitely you can check like that. Suppose that we are going with Q2. So just give one another example. We are going with Q2 and 111 results are there. All are general. So you can submit in any general. You can check this general is monthly general, this general is quarterly general, this general is 6 monthly general, or this general is year based general. So you can click on this general or directly you can check this, you can copy and paste this general over the Google and you can check in the general page. This general is monthly, quarterly. So you can see over here about. So complete general details are over there. Issue an article for author information. All author informations are there and overview are also there. This is ISSN number. This is also ISSN number for electronic and general number. Editor name are there. Complete information are there. Abstract and indexing point of views are there. It is SCI, Scopus or whatever indexing point of view are there. All details are mentioned. So you can check and submit like this. Suppose that you are going with conference proceeding. Suppose this is example of general. Now we are talking about conference. So you can go with conference proceeding. You can go with conference proceeding. You can go with book. You can go with general. From single website, you can submit your paper in directly conference proceeding, book series, or general. Suppose that we are going with conference proceeding. So how many conference proceeding are there? You can go with like this. Subject area may be history. Suppose that history. 2149 results are there, but we are going with conference proceeding, apply filter, and only 2 results are there based on history. So you can check these 2 conference proceeding, it is active or not. If active, then you can submit your paper or research finding over this journal. So this is the basic or important method for finding accurate general, accurate point. Whenever we will submit, then you can find out this general. One important and last important line for this website. Suppose that you are submitting your paper in a particular journal, and these journal are active in currently 2025. As per my guidance, you can submit your paper, but before submitting, you can find out one more important checklist with this website. This is download Scopus source list. You can download the Excel sheet from the website. Without having your account, you can download. So just a minute. Use to feature must register user Scopus. So now you can download the Scopus source list, Excel list, and you can find out how many generals are active in condition, how many generals are deactivated, or how many general or conference proceeding are under investigation. So download the source title list including discontinue list, because before 4 to 5 months January will happen, and you can find out in the month of May. After 6 months December will be over, so 2025 will be covered after 31st December. But right now today is 26 Feb, and we have to check out that general are active in 2025. Year is mentioned 2025, but month is not mentioned. Scopus index team will be rectify all generals detail in bi-monthly or tri-monthly in a year. So you can download your source list over here, download, and you can see the March 2025 list. So before 2 months, this list is generated by the Scopus team, and you can check the detail over here. So using this application, you can check and find out the accurate way. You can download the book title list also. You can find out the Scopus book detail also, like this. So here Scopus list are there, Scopus book list, which has to release in January. So all details are mentioned, print ISBN, electronic ISBN, publisher, and all related details are over there. And you are going with general, so you can go with general. Accepted title till March 2025, discontinued title till March 2025. In previous section we have to check Scopus index website is mentioned 2025. This general is active, but after January this sheet will be released by the Scopus team in the month of March. So discontinued title in March 2025 are mentioned over here, and accepted title over mentioned here. You can go with conference proceeding as well. So all details are over here. You can see if general is active, then you can submit your detail over here. Now we are going with next slide. Now PPT is visible.
Sir, we can still see that Scopus title on Scopus page only.
Okay. Now.
Yes, sir. Now, sir. Now, sir, it is visible.
Okay, madam. So after demonstrating 10 to 15 minutes, I am coming with my important slide, because this demonstration is very important. Before going this slide, effective title. How we can find out effective title? Convey the main topics of the study, highlight the importance of the research, content fewest possible words, accurately describe the content, avoid mere prepositions. These are the key features for selecting effective title. How we can go with abstract, gateway to manuscript, summarize the problem method, result, and conclusion in a single paragraph. Make it interesting and understandable. Keep it brief as possible. A clear abstract will never peer reviewed and readers to access the content of the manuscript. So your abstract will be 150 to 200 words, and sometime it depends on the general policy. But tentatively 200 words to 250 words is sufficient for preparing the good manner abstract. It should mention purpose, design, methodology, approach, finding, and its meaning, which are related to the conclusion. So this is the main point for preparing good, accurate abstract. Next keyword. How we can select the keyword from the published paper or published patent? Important is include your technical or specific methodology words. Focus on the main topic of your research. Avoid keywords that are normally one word. Avoid overlapping keywords in the title and keyword lists. Suppose that you are going with title and some 2 or 3 technical keywords are written in your title. So don't keep and paste in the keyword section. Add new related to the paper keywords. Minimum 5, maximum 8, and it depends on general to general. Follow general guideline when selecting keywords. Next one is how we can prepare introduction in our paper as per the policy of general. So before submitting your paper in any journal, firstly you can find out the journal. As per journal, you can find out your published research paper from this journal and prepare your objective and other things which will be submit in future. So do not write literature review in the introduction because this is a separate section after introduction. Tell the reader the purpose of your study. This kind of words are introduced in the introduction. At the end of your introduction, include a clear and exact statement of your motivation. After your introduction, reviewer will check what are the results of this section. So it clear statement will be visible in introduction last para or last 2 to 3 line, like motivation. Also explain in a sentence one or two about how you conduct the study. What are the parameters you have to use in your research? What kind of experimental software are used? So 1 or 2 paragraph we can mention over here. Writing an effective method. Use subheading to separate different methodologies. Avoid present tense. Use past perfect tense always. Avoid active voice in writing in methodology section. Use only passive voice sentence. Use subheading to separate different methodology. Suppose that you are going with some methodology and this methodology are having 4 parts. So you can mention 4 parts, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4 like that. Avoid present tense, use past perfect tense. Avoid active voice, use passive voice. Describe new methods in enough detail. This is very important line or crux of the effective methodology section. In result section, use subheading to separate the result because in methodology section, you are having 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 methodology section. So you can mention different result section as per the methodology. Results should be presented in logical order, not a theory order, logical base order. Use the past tense to describe the result. Refer to figures and table in the present tense. Include the result of statistical analysis in that, highlighting the main finding. This is the very important part. After result, you can mention discussion. If you are carry forward this research in future, then you can discuss your point in this point also. Discuss the results in order of most least important. Compare the results with those of other studies. Discuss what your results may mean for researcher. What are the outcomes for the researcher? What is the important point for the society or for upcoming futures? Why your paper is important to others? why other people will read your paper, and why other people will cite your paper. What are the basic introduction to methodology to finding? What are the result section are there? So all are correlated with each other. Discuss how could you finding be applied. So these points are mandatory and important to finish our discussion point in the research paper. And last, conclusion. State your conclusion in clear and simple way. Simple language we have to use, not a critical and sophisticated language we are using. Simple and clear language you can use. Provide justification for the work, why we are using this kind of methodology, and what are the results you are getting from the result section, and what are the future scope. Explain how your work advance the present state of knowledge. Suggest future experiment if you are doing in something in future. Do not rewrite the abstract, because somebody are mentioning we are using this methodology, we are finding 5% more accuracy in the result section. So don't repeat the line from the abstract to conclusion. Line will be different, meaning will be same, no issue. Do not introduce new arguments, evidence, new ideas or information unrelated to topic. So this is the basic and important parameter from my side. Now Dr. Sandeep Gupta with us. He will start the remaining part from our side. Sandeep sir, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm
Yes,
there.
welcome, Sandeep sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, sir.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Sir, before Sandeep sir starts, I just want to tell that participants have lot of questions. So I have told them that you will be taking questions towards the end of the
Towards
session.
end, bilkul.
Right, right.
Towards
We
end.
will take at the end.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, sir.
We will give the 5 to 10 minutes before ending the day one workshop session. I will be there and Dr. Sandeep Gupta is also there. So we will give the proper answer after the completion of the presentation.
Dr. Udit, can you please introduce Dr. Sandeep to everyone?
Sure, sure.
Yes,
Dr.
please.
Sandeep Gupta is my colleague, and right now he is a professor in Poornima Institute of Engineering and Technology. But due to some funding project and research advancement scope, right now he is available in the Vietnam. So he are delivering the session from the Vietnam, and he has more than 50 plus research paper in Scopus, Web of Science, and UGC Care Journal, and he has more than 10 plus patent. He has more than 15 plus research experience in the field of automation, IoT, machine learning, blockchain, and current technologies. So definitely our participants will gain the more number of funding proposal scheme right now, which kind of proposal funding schemes are there, and how we can go with the good manner. So all will handle by our team member, Dr. Sandeep Gupta. So I welcome you on the behalf of our
Yes.
team. So Sandeep
Welcome, sir.
Gupta sir,
Welcome.
over to you.
Thank you so
Welcome,
much, sir. I'll just start sharing my screen. Okay, just this one. So I'll start with the. Okay, can you see my screen? Is it visible
Yes,
to
sir.
you?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay. So I'll start now. So key best practices in research publication. So the thing is, like many new researchers who are new to this field, they get confused. Like, what is this APA or IEEE, or so what to do with it? So I'll just try to give you a live demonstration where we can get these things and what do they mean. So I'll just switch over to the another screen. What is happening? Just a minute. Yeah, now it isn't better. So I'll just go to my Google Scholar and I share. So you can see my Google Scholar.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
okay? Fine. So this is general Google Scholar screen. So if I want to search for any research paper, I'll probably write some query. Let me search for my papers. So I'll go for Sandeep Gupta Bismuth. Fine. So once I do that, I see a number of papers. It is visible to you all? Hello? Is it
Yes,
visible?
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine, fine. So what happens is now you see a number of research papers. So let's focus on the first one, electrochemical sensor for detection of mercury ions. Fine. So if I want to cite it, The Google Scholar provides a inbuilt feature. If I click on Cite here, so you can see MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, and Vancouver. These are default styles in which you can reference a paper in your research paper, and there are many more available, but these are the 5 standard ones which are available in Google. Similarly, you can see there is a column called BibTeX in the end. So if you are going for latex templates, you can click on this, and this is the citation for the latex format of the paper. So from here you can extract the citations directly. You don't have to go for building up each one of them as per the style. So this is one of the very basic things that early researchers face challenge with. Then we have academic identity. If we talk about, we have ORCID ID and Google Scholar. So Google Scholar, if I can just go there and I can show you my Google Scholar, it will be in that case this thing. So you can have a look at the profile. So in that sense, you can create your own profile, and you can see your H index, I10 index, citations, everything comes up there. So an ORCID, what is an ORCID? Anyone has any idea regarding what ORCID is? So ORCID is a very standard ID that is given to a researcher, and many research papers, when you try to publish them, they specifically ask for your ORCID ID. It is like an Aadhaar card for yourself, but on the research domain. So it's a unique number that is allotted to you, and you can just go and search for your ORCID, like I'll show you here. If I go to Google and I say Sandeep Gupta Poornima ORCID, so it will this link comes up. So what is this actually? So this is my ORCID profile, which is available on Google, and it lists all my employment, all my papers, publications, everything. And this is authenticated, because when you publish your paper, you provide your ORCID ID to the paper, and when the paper gets published, that paper is automatically added to your profile by the publisher. So it is like an authenticated record where you can list all your publications, and everything is there, and it is indexed by Google as well. So this is like LinkedIn profile or a Google Scholar profile, but it is much more authentic. So you can go on an international level and share your ORCID profile, and the person next to you can easily see your credentials there. Fine. Next slide, next part we'll move to. Okay, just a minute. So here, fine. This is the academic identity. Next we move to the plagiarism checkers. So one of the very common softwares that we use for plagiarism is Turnitin, which is used like by academicians. But the researchers, they kind of face issues like how to use this software. So I'll just try to demonstrate that as well. Just a minute. Okay, here. So you can see my Turnitin screen. Is it visible? Hello? Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Fine. I'll move ahead. So what is happening is, like, when you log into Turnitin, you're supposed to create an assignment first and add students to it. And then students have to submit their papers, or you have to submit the papers. Like, let's start with creating an assignment. I've already created one in the name of 111, but I'll show you the process. Let's say I add an assignment here. So what will happen is, it will take a minute, and it will ask me to define the name of the assignment. But the important thing is, each assignment has a specific set of properties that you can define, and that will determine the kind of plagiarism score that you will have. Just give it a title. Then you go to the optional setting out here. Fine. So allow submission of any file type. Is that very simple? Reports immediately. This is all very simple, but we need to be very careful. Like, we do not want to save these papers that we upload here in the temporary repository of Turnitin. Otherwise, 100% of your paper will be classified as a plagiarism, because it has already been imported to Turnitin. So to avoid that, here is a setting, submit papers to. So do not store submitted papers. So whenever you create an assignment and turn it in, you have to make sure that you click on do not store the submitted papers. If you say a standard paper repository or institutional paper repository, if you click and you upload your paper, then 100% of your paper will go into plagiarism, because a copy of that has already been stored in the Turnitin database. So this is very important. Do not store the submitted papers. And there is a second very strong setting, small match exclusion type. So what is this meaning? It says that if you are getting similarity for few words, like one word or two words, and it is causing the similarity index of your paper to rise, you can say that 1% similarity or 2% similarity can be avoided. So if I define 2, then the 2% of the similarity will be avoided. So this is how a assignment is created, and you can upload it. Let me go to the previous assignment that I have created, and I just click on view. This is one of the chapters that I have already uploaded, and here you can see the similarity score of 0%. But when I click on it, 0%, I'll have the option of seeing the normal plag score and the AI plag score. What do you understand by AI plag? Can anyone tell me? What is the difference between normal plag and AI writing? As you can see here, there is a term called similarity, which is 0%. And there is another term called AI writing, which is again 0%. So AI, just give me a minute. I need to take some water. Just hold on, please. Okay. So as we are living in a generative AI world, so similarities percent comes when you copy the content from someone else's paper which has already been published. And AI writing comes when you generate a text using AI, we can go for ChatGPT, or we can go for Gemini, and there are many things available. So when you do that, this software will give like 60% or 70% of your paper has been generated by AI. It can easily detect that. And similarity is again 0%. So if these figures are high, so your paper will definitely be rejected by the publisher, because they also do the checking for these things. So you have to make sure that you are not using AI for writing this paper, and you are not copying from someone else, because these things can be easily detected by the softwares that are available with us. So this is the key consideration that is to be taken into consideration. Fine, we next move to the next part of it. So AI and plagiarism risk, ethics and responsible use. What do we understand by this? We just saw like the software is able to detect two kinds of plagiarism. One is the normal plag and another is the AI plag. So AI plag is like asking the AI agent to write the paper for us, and normal plag is the copying someone else's work. So once you are in the research field, it is very important that you base yourself on some strong ethics and responsible use of technology. Strong ethics in the sense that you are not copying someone else's work, and responsible use is like you can use the AI for generating a structure or referencing for some kind of information. But if you ask AI or ChatGPT to write the entire paper for yourself, that is not acceptable, and it is detectable by softwares. So once you are in research, it is your responsibility to use the technology responsibly and to have some ethics in not copying someone else's work. Fine. Mistakes to avoid scientific paper publication. Like there are 4 things: general selection, research mistakes, ethical challenges, and improper formatting. As Udit sir already told us about general selection, but even if we select a particular journal, then each journal has a specific format, right? They ask for certain specific sections. They have a specific formatting requirement, and some journals even have complex formatting requirements which take up a lot of time. So in that case, people generally try to go for LaTeX because it's a programming based language. It's a tool because in Word, when you do the formatting, you have to do line by line. But in LaTeX, you can just give the programming command and you put in your text and the formatting is done. So obviously it takes some special skills to go for LaTeX, but it is much better in that sense that it can save your time formatting the documents. But you need to, even after selecting the journal, the point is even after selecting the journal, you need to focus much more on the specific requirements of that journal. Fine. So next slide is about the importance of quality in publications. What do we mean by that? Peer review process and impact of poor quality publications. Like when we go for a publication, we see a message that it has passed the editor check and it has been sent to the reviewers for giving their review. So what happens is reviewers are unknown people who are not aware of your work, or they are not known to you, or they don't know you personally, but they look into your paper and they are specific experts in their field, so that some kind of research which is not good enough do not go into the public domain, because the basic purpose of the research is so other people should be able to use it and it should be genuine. And for doing that also, we have defined some number of matrix parameters that can help us understand if my research is being helpful for other people or not. So that we will come to the citations and everything in the few slides. So we'll talk about that there. So, and what will happen if we do not take peer review into consideration? Then what will happen is your poor quality research will go into the public domain, and it will seriously confuse the serious researchers and may guide them on a wrong path. So it is our ethical responsibility to conduct the peer review process attentively and make sure that the real research and good quality research goes into the public domain. Ensuring rigor and reproducibility. So transparent reporting and data integrity. What happens is when we produce results in some kind of research, then it happens sometimes that the results are not reproducible. Okay, you got results under specific set of conditions, but when you try to reproduce it, they are not coming back. So in that case, you should refrain from publishing that kind of research, or if you are wanting to publish your results, then you should make sure that they are reproducible. At least you should try to get them 2-3 times, so that when they go into the public domain, they do not confuse the other researchers. Fine. Avoiding common pitfalls. Plagiarism and self-plagiarism. What do you understand by self-plagiarism? Well, plagiarism, if we talk about normal plagiarism, is like copying someone else's work. But what is self-plagiarism? Let's say I have written a paper, I have published a paper, and I'm trying to publish a second paper. In my second paper, I have taken exact content from my first paper. Both the papers are mine, but in my second paper, I am copying content from my first paper, which has already been published. So in that case, again, the software will detect plagiarism. But in that case, that plagiarism will be self-plagiarism, because it is coming from my own paper. Fine. So, so that should be avoided at all costs. It should not be like it is my paper, so I have the right to republish what I have published, because ethically it is wrong. Because once it has been published, you should not just copy and paste it and misuse misguide the other researchers. Handling conflict of interest. It is like you are publishing some results and you are getting certain benefit out of it, like say, that should be avoided. It's like share market, in which you are writing a financial analyst report and you do have the stocks of that company, and you are asking that price should go up so that you can get benefited. So that kind of interest should be avoided. So we check the conflict of interest as well. And addressing errors and detractions. This means, okay, you made sure that the research is original and everything is fine, and you go ahead and publish your paper. Sometimes at a later stage, you came to know that there was certain significant error in your research and the results were not right, but you did not fake them at the time of publication. It is only that the more data has come into light and more errors have been identified at a later stage. So you should be ready to claim the responsibility for it and take back your, ask the journal publisher to withdraw your publication or to unpublish it. So that comes under ethics and its importance. So how to choose a good journal for good publication? Well, I guess this sir has significantly devoted quite a good number of slides on that. Moving on to the next part, the impact of your research. The research productivity is, how is the research productivity measured? Quantity and quality. Quantity, well, of course, if you have published 100 papers, 200 papers, you can say, I am a very good researcher, but someone can say that, but that will be a partial information only, because the quality of his work is defined by the citations. And we also have other parameters that we're going to discuss in the next few slides. So first we'll come to the citations. What do you understand by citations? Citations generally define how much of your research work is of help to other researchers. So let's say you publish a paper. If I go to the Google Scholar again, let me go to the Google Scholar again. Okay, where is it? Just a minute. Okay. Yeah. So this is my Google Scholar again. So we had searched some papers and you see here there is a tab which says cited by 44. So for this particular paper, the citations are 44. But what does that mean? If I click on this 44, I get a list of 44 research papers. But what do you understand by that 44 thing? It means other 44 publications have used your work as a reference in their work. So they have cited, or in the list of their references, they have included your paper or they have referred to your paper. So I would say the citations are 44 for this paper because 44 more papers have mentioned in their paper that this particular paper is of use to them. So the more the number of citations, the more it shows that your research is being used by others or it is being helpful to others. So this is 44 here, this is 15 here. So just by looking at the citations, you can say that, okay, both of them were published in 2018, but one paper is having citation of 15, one is having a citation of 44. So by looking at it, you can just guess that, okay, this work was of more importance to the public in general, and this work was not of that much importance. So maybe this work had more potential, but that is not absolute, but it just gives you an idea. Fine. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Sure. Now we have the term called impact factor, where we have already discussed. Okay, site score we have not discussed. Okay, we'll come to that. Let me just first deal with impact factor. So impact factor is for a journal, and we generally go for that Q1 impact. Q1 journals have a high impact factor. Q4 impact journal might have a low impact factor. So what does that mean? Fine. So let me just go to a very simple definition. The impact factor is a measure of the frequency with which average article in a journal has been cited in a particular year. It is used to measure the importance or rank of journal by calculating the times its articles are cited. So first was the thing is citations. We learned about citations. What are the citations? So citations refer to a particular paper in a journal or in all journals. So maybe it can be related to any journal. If we are talking about a particular paper, the citations will be marking the importance of that particular paper in terms of its applicable usage for the public. But when I look at the impact factor, it says measure of the frequency with which the average article in a journal has been cited in a particular year. So it takes the average of all the papers that have been published in that particular journal, and it takes the average of their respective citations, and then it's calculate the impact factor. So it is basically citations give the importance of a paper and impact factor gives the importance of a journal. So both they are interdependent, but they refer to the one refers to the journal and one refers to the paper itself. So this is the basic difference between citations and impact factor. How these are calculated? Fine. So let's say impact factor for a journal in the year 2017, we have to calculate the impact factor. So what we will do is impact factor 2017 will be equal to citations in 2016 plus citations in 2015 divided by total number of publication 2016 plus publications in 2015. So if the impact factor comes out to be 41.577 in a specific case, so we can just go for, if I'm looking for 2017, I can go for the past 2 years and do the citations divided by publications ratio. So the more this ratio is, the more important the journal is, or you can say the impact of the journal is more, or this you can say the papers that are being published in this journal are being used by the public to a greater number of extent as compared to the another journal whose impact factor is less. So this is the calculation part. Okay, now we had skipped the side score. So what? How can we compare the side score with the impact factor? So another side score is again for the general part, and impact factor. We just be sure that we are not referring to citations here. It is the side score, which is a similar metric as impact factor, but the calculation part is a bit different. So side score and impact factor both refer to the journal and its impact, and citations refer to a particular paper and its impact. So we saw that when we are calculating impact factor, let's say we are calculating it for 2015, we will go for the past 2 years, right? But when we are calculating side score, if for 2015, we'll look at the last 3 years. So the calculation only changes in that sense. When we are calculating impact factor, we go for the last 2 years. When we are calculating side score, we go for the last 3 years. So this is the simple difference. So we have seen 3 things here. One is the citations that refers to the journal, which refers to a particular paper. Then we have seen impact factor, which is the impact of all the publications or papers published by that journal. Again, side score is a similar metric as impact score, but the calculation formula is a bit different. Side score refers to the past 3 years. Impact factor refers to the past 2 years. All right. So now there's one more term. If we go to the Google Scholar, you can profile of yourself. You can see 2 terms there. One is the H index, and there's one more term that you can see out there is the, I'll just show you. It's called I10 index. Both these things are seen in, but we don't understand what do they actually mean. So let me just come to them one by one, and we can see how do they are calculated and what do they physically represent. So what an H index is. So here we see a table, and we see 5 publications, A, B, C, D, E. And as we already discussed, what are the citations? So just have a look at this table and try to understand what we are dealing with here. Okay, so we see that the publication A, we are referring to a specific paper, has 5 number of citations. Publication B has 8 number of citations. C has 2 citations, D has 4, and E has 1. But the common point is that all these 5 papers, A, B, C, D, E, have been published by the same author. So H index is calculated for paper, journal, or the author. What do you think? Citations was for the paper. Just a minute. Impact factor and side score was for the journal. And if we could talk about H index and I10 index, they are for the researcher or the author. So these are all matrices, but they refer to different things. So we should understand H index refer to the person who is publishing those papers. Fine. So how is it calculated? Okay, we look at the 5 papers which are published by the common author or researcher, and each has different number of citations. So the Google profile will say this author has an H index of 3. Well, how he has calculated it? So it says because the author has 3 publications with at least 3 or more citations. What do you understand by this? How many publications are we dealing with here? 5. Fine. So let's say we do a reverse countdown. If I look at the 5, for calculating H index, the formula is the number of publications should be, if you take the number of publication as n, you should be referring to the n number of citations only. So let's see, if we take the publications to be 5, are all these 5 papers are having at least 5 citations? Okay, A has 5, B has more than 5, but C, D, E have 2, 4, 1, which are all less than 5. So we can say that H index is not 5. Fine. Let me see another number 4. Let me see 4 papers here, and I'll see if all the 4, any of the 4 papers have at least the citation score of 4. That is also not applicable. Then I move to 3. Here I'll see that at least 3 papers, one A and D and B, their citations is more than 3. And so I would say that there are at least 3 papers whose citation minimum number of citation is greater than 3. So my H index will be 3. So in that manner, H index is calculated. It might seem a bit confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it will be very easy. Similarly, in this case, you see, we have 6 papers, and the H index is calculated to be 4. Why? Because there are at least 4 publications whose minimum number of citations are 4. Which one are the 4 ones? Can you just tell me? Whose citations are greater than or equal to 4? We have A, we have C, we have D, we have E. All these 4 publications have citations more than 4. So in this case, the H index will be 4. Fine. So this is it. And what about I-10 index? What do you understand by I-10 index? Can anyone tell me? What do you understand by I-10 index? I-10 index, the number of publications with at least 10 citations. So in this data, what do you think the I-10 index will be? Look, this is 10, this is 11, this is 13, this is again 10. So there are at least 4 papers who have minimum number of citations to be 10. So we will say that I-10 index is 4 in that. So both these matrices, I-10 index and which was the another one? I-10 index and H index. Both of them refers to the author. Citations refer to the particular paper, and we had another 2 matrices which refer to the particular journal. So this is the basic terminology behind all this knowledge. Fine. Next, we move to the next part, which is the effective proposal writing. So the thing comes up when you start as a researcher is to, okay, not only do the research and publish your papers as studies, but for doing these studies, you need funding as well. And for getting that funding, you need to write or summarize your results, which have you already achieved, and make them look better, and compile a document and submit it to a funding agency which can give you funding so that you can expand on your research work that you are doing, because everyone is need of financial resources and other laboratory resources, without which the research cannot continue. So the researcher's role is dual. I mean, he has to do the research, and also he or she should be equipped with the tools for managing how can we do the proposal writing so that we can secure funding for our research. So what are the strong elements? Like clear objectives, hypothesis, comprehensive literature review. You all know what literature review is. So if you are proposing a particular proposal to a funding agency like SERB or any other, so need to be sure that what work has already been done and what kind of novelty you are planning to add to it. Novelty refers to the what kind of extension or new work you would like to do with the results that exist in the public domain. So you should be clear with your objective and what you are planning to achieve and what kind of work which has already been done and what will be your methodology to build on the work which has been done to generate something new. Structuring the proposal, we should have introduction, rationale, methodology, design, budget, and timeline. Again, all these things are interconnected because introduction and rationale will set up a stage for deciding what you want to do. Methodology and design will create an architecture for it, and budget and timeline will define what kind of resources you will invest in and in how much time you plan to complete it. So everything is not independent here in the proposal. If it seems independent, then your proposal will be definitely be rejected because the proposal should be integrated. All these three sections should be interdependent and on each other, and they should derive from each other so that everything is integrated in as a one single document. Okay. So what kind of mistakes? Lack of clarity, insufficient detail, or over ambitious scope. So as I mentioned here, everything should be integrated. And if the sync is missing between any of these three components, then these things come into picture. If there is a complete sync between the different structures and different sections of the proposal, then these things are automatically avoided. So you need to make sure that all the sections of the proposal are integrated with each other so that common pitfalls are automatically avoided. Fine. Fine. So these are the general guidelines that you like. If we start with the first step, what do you want to do? Then we select a research topic. Then we review the existing literature, formulate the hypothesis. Then we design the methodology, data collection, data set, maybe it is from the live environment or the internet or from a system that is generating results. You need to collect the data and analyze it. Then you need to analyze your budget and resources that you have and in what timeline can you collect this data and analyze it and produce the results. So writing, formatting, proofreading, and editing are the last parts. So even if you have done all these things, writing and formatting and proofreading and editing are again important because presentation is everything. Your proposal is integrated, but it has not been presented properly. The fonts are like up and down, or we are using different fonts. Font sizes are different. It is not formatted properly. Again, it will lead to rejection. So that is also a part which needs focus. Fine. So these are some basic guidelines. It is not necessary that we go for the specific structure. It is only for your guidelines, but it may depend on the funding body. Sometimes it depends, sometimes it does not. So you need to be aware of what kind of proposal you are making, for which funding body you are making it, and then design your structure to align with those things. So what is the next one? All right. So these are, it's like a SWOT analysis. If you have heard of the word SWOT or SWOT refers to strength, weakness, opportunities, or threats. In modern terminology, we have replaced the threats with challenges. So it is called SWOT now. So what happens is strength is like you're analyzing the situation in terms of strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your challenges. In the similar way, so for proposal writing, we are giving this framework, which is already there in the public domain. So you need to have a SMART goals. You need to be specific. You need to be measurable. You need to be achievable. You need to be relevant, and you need to be time bound. So all these things should reflect in your proposal in a clear manner. Funding agencies. So a number of funding agencies do exist in India, and they do provide support to in a number of ways. So let's see some of them. We have Department of Science and Technology, which is called DST New Delhi. So these are extramural research fundings, which are individual centric. They are given to individual researchers. High risk, high reward research supports proposals. Startup research grants. We all know we are gearing up for a startup ecosystem in India. So these funding agencies are also focusing on that. Then we have Universities Grant Commission. It is funding for humanities, social sciences, languages, literature, pure sciences, etc. Faculty development programs, 100% travel grant once in 3 years for college teachers to present research papers at international conferences abroad. Research projects fund for organizing seminars and conferences. And the important part is that these benefits, I have seen these benefits reaching even small colleges and small colleges located in small cities. They are not limited to big cities or IITs. So the depth and the utilization of this scheme is till the root level. So you can easily benefit out of it, no matter how much small your institution is or how much small area you are located in. It does not make any difference. What matters is the quality of research and the strength of your research and academic profile. That is all that matters. Well, we have Indian Council of Historical Research, then which offers a number of these programs. Again, we have DRDO, then we have CSIR, and then we have Atomic Energy Division. So these are different schemes. And this list is not comprehensive. They keep on updating because as we are moving forward, government is giving more and more emphasis on research. So on a daily basis, new schemes are coming up, new funding agencies are coming up. So you need to be well aware that what kind of research or funding is available in my specific domain and what new funding agencies are coming up. So this is all biotechnology and AICTE, as we are all aware of it. ISRO, these are just some very common names. Ministry of Power, Central, and other funding agencies are like Indian Council for Child Welfare, National Council for Women, Department of Police, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Legal Services Authority, etc. So, Udit sir? Udit sir? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I've completed but I would like you to conclude this with the conclusion part. So if you can take over.
So now in this presentation, we have covered the how to publish our paper in a general conference proceeding and book chapter as well. How we can calculate our H index and I index easily. What are the funding agencies are available for the proposal submission? It may be government and non-government, but right now we have discussed about the government funding agencies like DRDO, DST, CSIR, DSIR. And this is the whole picture of the first day of FDP or workshop. If anyone are having some confusion or questions, then ask freely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Udit and Dr. Sandeep. So participants, if you have any questions, you can click on the raise hand button. I will unmute you and you can ask. And while asking question, please switch on your video. That is the most important. So any questions? Would you like to ask to any of our eminent resource person, Dr. Udit and Dr. Sandeep? Yes, Shweta Singh, please unmute. Switch on your video also.
Good afternoon, sir. Sorry, good evening, sir. This is Shweta
Yes.
Singh. Wait a minute, I'll just unmute my video as well.
Yes, please.
Okay, it was very knowledgeable session, sir. I am also a research scholar, so I just want to know, sir, how I can create the orchid profile Sir, how
Right.
can I create my orchid profile?
Right. So I will give you live demonstration so you can check. So you can go with sign in button. Suppose that you can go with forgot your password or institutional login.
Sir,
Sir,
I'm
please
not
share,
able to
please
see.
share the screen. Please share the screen, sir. This, sir. Please
Yes,
share, please.
I am sharing our screen once. Now it is
Yes,
visible.
sir. Now it is coming, sir. Yes, it is visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Jaldi hai, jaldi hai.
So you can see over here, just I am typing over here Orchid logins. We can go with sign in. And suppose that you are not having your Orchid ID. So you can click over here registered button and you can go with like this sign in institution, or again you can go with registration part, sign in part. Suppose that we are going with login ID, new helpline. So you can go with Orchid ID or other account ID. So login, Orchid, sign up, how to register. So you can register because by default it will taking our ID. So you can go with your name, family name, or like that. Next step. So you can create your login ID, Orchid ID using 5 steps. Are you getting my point?
Okay, sir, fine. Thank you, sir. One more question. I'll
Yes.
ask very fast. Sir, what about the mirror journals? Because I found that there are few journals which are available in Scopus, but they are mirrored. So how we can identify that they are mirrored?
Right. So for this question, I am giving you one more example. Slide is visible. But
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is coming.
going with Scopus General. Have you any idea for mirror general? Any general name are there?
Yes, sir, I can. Sir,
So
but
you can share general title.
Okay. So, sir, if we enter the name of the journal, so we will get.
Yeah. Suppose that we are going with basically 3 to 4 steps are there. Suppose that we are going with random general based.
sir, I have a name of journal.
Yeah,
It
please
is
share.
Journal of Marketing and Social Research.
General
Of Marketing and Social Research.
General
Journal of Marketing and Social Research.
Marketing
I guess,
and
sir. Yeah.
Social Research. Right?
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir. This one only. Yes, yes.
How you can find out this is mirror general or clone general, or we can say fake general? Have you any two websites?
No, sir. I haven't
No.
been.
So this is your question. This general is original or clone, right?
Yeah, sir.
So suppose that we are going with this ISSN number, copy and paste. We can select over here ISSN number. You can go with like this, find sources, and no results are there. So we can go with again with new site and no ISSN number are there. So you can see this is ABDC general, not a Scopus index general. Are you getting my point?
Okay, sir. So I can search this journal in ABDC
Right, right,
by this way only?
right.
Okay.
Because ABDC general index page is different, Scopus index general web page is different.
But this is the way by which I can search whether paper is original or mirrored.
Right.
Okay, okay, sir. And sir, you are talking about the Q classification. So what that Q classification, Q1, Q2, Q3, so what that denotes basically?
Basically denotes the quality of general. First point. Suppose that you are going with Q1 general, first quartile general, then it is not accepted any review paper or assumption based paper. If you are doing experimental result or test analysis with the comparison of existing problem, then Q1, Q2 will refer for the publication. But generally you are going with literature review part from the basic conference proceeding journals, then you can go with Q3 and Q4 general. Doesn't matter it is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If your paper or your finding is better as previous published paper, then you can go with Q1, Q2 as well. It is a depends on your research paper quality.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
It
so
may
much.
be open access general, it may be closed access general, depends on your area, depends on your choosing the point for the publication as per general.
Thank Dr. Venkata, please unmute. Dr. Venkata, please ask.
Sir, regarding Turnitin, I'm able to check plagiarism, but I'm not able to check AI content. How much is there in the paper?
Sir,
Same
we are
software, whatever you explained, the same software I have.
right, sir. We are having two type of methodology, or we can say two type of Turnitin plagiarism software access. Before 1 year, Turnitin will give only content plagiarism detection, not AI, not self. But after two-way of communication, AI plagiarism contents are there. So two type of Turnitin access are there. One is self or other plagiarism. Second one is AI plagiarism. So if you are having Turnitin account, then your Turnitin account is old. But if you can go with some extra features in your account, so extra amount will be paid to the Turnitin officers.
Right.
Then this feature will happen in your account.
Hmm.
It is an
Thank-
extra features.
Thank you, sir. And one more doubt is in Scopus, you explained monthly journal. Monthly, how to trace out?
Monthly, suppose that you are going with Q3, Q4 general, and suppose that 10 selected 10 generals are belong to your research publication. So you can go with one by one general page and you can check the publication status of the overview of the journal. So clearly mention it is monthly, bi-monthly or quarterly journal, or it may be year by journal. So directly we can see with general website. Otherwise, we can download the complete Excel from the Scopus database. That in this Excel clearly mentioned it is bi-monthly or monthly journal.
With the help of Scopus website main page, how to trace out monthly journal like that?
Direct Scopus website is not say this is monthly or this is bi-monthly. You can go with general website only.
Yes, you will find on the general website, right, Dr. Venkata?
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Yes, Dr. Usha, please unmute. Dr. Usha. Yes, Dr. Usha.
Sir, I too had the question for AI plagiarism and Turnitin, but I got the answer
Okay.
that it requires that one. And I want to know about the Scopus as well. Once I tried to publish my paper in a Scopus journal, in that list it was showing that it is active till 2025. But when the paper was published, it became inactive. So what is the reason behind this, and how to identify and how to keep ourselves secure from all these
We are also
fake
victim of
practices?
we are also victim of this, sir.
Yes.
Right. Madam,
And
in
sir,
this
Udit
case,
sir, I reached you for
Dr.
the same
RTS
problem.
recently.
Just few days back, I reached
Yeah.
Udit sir for this because two of
Hmm.
my papers got pulled down from the Scopus database.
right. So in this case, we are having three step, madam. First step is generally I have given the demonstration. We can go with Scopus index page. It's showing 2025. Then we can check our second step. Second step is we can download the Excel sheet from the Scopus index website. It is again active. So
Active.
before so before submitting our paper into the journal, you can drop a mail to Scopus index team. I am submitting my paper in this journal. Kindly give the clarification. This is under evaluation or currently active, because again after 3 months or again after 3 months it will happen. It is active or not active. But suppose that you are submitting your paper today. So you can submit your paper after 2 days. Firstly, you can submit your query into the Scopus Index website or Scopus Index general editor team as well as Scopus Index team. This journal is currently active. So any option for deactivation of this general. So definitely within 24 hours, you can get the solution or your reply, basically your answer from the general side or Scopus index team side. So you can clarify, yes, this is active or it may be deactive, or right now it is under evaluation. Then it's showing 2025, it's available in Excel sheet, but Scopus team will clarify it is under evaluation. So you can't go with this general which are having under evaluation process.
Okay, sir. Thank
Suppose
you
that
very
you are
much.
submitting today and
Hmm.
website is showing 2025, Excel sheet is showing it's active and you can submit today. After July, it will deactivate because right now it is under evaluation. So before submitting your paper, you can judge, you can send your mail to Scopus Index team. He will clarify within 24. He will
Right.
say it is under evaluation, then you can choose another general. He will say it is under evaluation, then you can go with another general.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank
This
you,
is
sir.
the
Thank you
basic
very
and
much.
prime step because nowadays researchers are not doing this kind of third step. So I suggest
Yes.
you can follow this third step. So you can, after publishing your paper, will not remove from the Scopus database.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
sir,
very
for
much,
the
sir.
great
Thank you.
information.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Goldie Jisolit, please ask.
Good evening, sir. I just have a basic doubt. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Continue.
I've just completed my doctorate, sir. So in my research,
Congratulations.
thank you, sir. So in my papers, research papers, I want some of the papers they are asking for designation, but I'm not working at the moment as faculty or anything. So what designation should I put? That's like a basic question that is running in my head. Even in Google Form, they're asking research scholars or academician or faculties, but I'm not in that in any of the category. So what should I do?
Designation is not a mandatory part for the general side. It is
Okay.
mandatory. You can put research scholar academician. It is a extra part. You can go with your name and mail ID. Suppose that right now, if you are not working anywhere and you are searching a job for the future, and definitely you can go with line academician line. So you can put over here academic
Okay.
person.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so
Suppose
much.
that you are going with industry, so you can mention industry expert.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I
Okay.
think
Or it is not a mandatory part,
I think
Mhm.
she
so
can
you
also
can,
write
it's optional.
she can also write former research scholar,
Right.
like this former research scholar, and you
Okay.
can also write Goldie Jislot PhD, and
Okay.
then the university name from where
Okay.
you have done.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Because
Thank
we got lot of research papers for our journals, so this is the common part we face.
Okay.
And
sir.
sir, I wish to add that see, Google Form is different because, of course, Google Form has MCQs, as you are saying.
Yeah.
But sir, some of the researchers write independent researcher also. I have read some of the researchers that they write independent researcher.
Independent research scholar.
If it is not MCQ, if it gives you
Hmm.
the place to write, then
You can write independent research scholar also, right?
Okay. Thank you
Dr.
so
Aarti is
much.
right. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Dr. Aarti Gupta, please unmute. Aarti Gupta,
Yeah, wait.
you want to ask any question?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. You are not visible.
Zoom is unable to
No
detect
problem.
a
No problem. Please ask.
camera.
Please ask. No problem.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thanks to organize this workshop, and I don't know how I managed because I am pursuing PhD from Department of Commerce, University of Delhi. In fact, I was attending my research methodology class, and out of that, I took out time. I have a few questions. Like Turnitin login, ID creation, because in our college, na, at University of Delhi, only the librarian can have a login ID created for Turnitin and can access, or for plagiarism checking. I mean, and any individual can also create Turnitin login with their institutional ID I am having.
No, madam. If you are having institutional ID, so you can check your paper or your content, it is belong from plague or not. But if you
Okay.
have required any individual Turnitin
Right,
ID,
right,
then
right.
you can purchase individually.
But for in Turnitin, just like you have said that login ID can be created by individuals, na?
Right. So if you are interested for purchasing the individual license from the Turnitin, then
Exactly.
I will recommend to Ravikant sir. He will give you the proper justification. If you are interested for purchasing individual ID, so you can buy. It may be around 1,000 for 1 month subscription.
Or I think they will have some free trial kind of.
No.
Then are there some other Turnitin kind of softwares for plagiarism checking at our own level?
Madam,
Uh,
online, so many like Turnitin, so many plagiarism software
okay,
are available, but it is not
okay,
authenticate. Authenticate is
okay,
Turnitin
okay,
only.
okay,
Yes, yes, you are
okay.
right, sir. You are right, Dr. Udit.
Right,
Actually,
right.
Dr. Aarti, there
Ji,
are
ji.
so many software you can find online through Google,
Right. Okay.
like plagiarism checker and
Right. Right.
Grammarly. But
Okay.
actually these are not, not the authentic.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
will not give the authentic report. The
Right.
Turnitin software is very authentic, and you can also
Right. That's
purchase
true.
this through Crossref. If
Okay.
you want to
Okay.
purchase, you can talk to me
I think
later.
for the time being, I can manage with college library.
Yes,
Ano?
yes, then there is
Yeah.
no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. And apart from that, I have another query regarding ORCID ID creation. So, shall we upload our already published paper on ORCID ID after creating the ID? Like I have two papers on generational diversity with IRA itself. Those I can upload already published papers on ORCID
Yeah,
ID.
sure. You can upload manually, no issue. And suppose that you have created today itself your ORCID ID. So
Mhm.
after regular publication,
Ji,
automatic your
ji.
paper will reflect on the ORCID. But
Okay.
in past, whatever you have published, you can upload manually, no issue.
And apart from that, PowerPoint will be shared of, I think.
Definitely.
Thank you so
Definitely,
much.
I will share to Dr. Ravikant sir. He will share to you.
I
And
will
it will be great if some session will be held on bibliometric analysis based research paper with some demo example. Though I know about that, but it will brush up the skill. Uh,
we will organize, Dr. Aarti. We
thank
will,
you so much.
don't worry.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank
Thanks.
you so much. And we will share the recorded video also at the end of the event, and the slides, and if the PPT will also be shared at the end of the event. So now, Sakshi Sharma, please unmute.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
Yeah, you can ask.
सर जैसे अभी आपने बताया था कि रिव्यू ऑफ लिटरेचर करते टाइम हमें रीसेंट पब्लिकेशन को कंसिडर करना चाहिए, तो क्या जब हम थीसिस राइटिंग करते हैं तो हमें ये सेम प्रोसीजर कंसिडर करना चाहिए क्या?
बिल्कुल मैडम, आपका जेन्युइन क्वेश्चन है, इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। आप रिसर्च कर रहे हैं 2025 में, इसका पब्लिकेशन होगा 2026 में। यदि आप थीसिस राइटिंग कर रहे हैं तो इसका होगा 27 या 28 में। यदि आप 2022 के पहले के थीसिस या रिसर्च पेपर रेफर करेंगे तो जब आपका सबमिशन हो रहा है 2027 में या रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश हो रहा है 2026 में, तो आपका जो रिजल्ट होगा वो 10 साल पहले का होगा, या कंपैरिजन जो होगा वो 10 साल पहले का होगा। और 10 साल पहले एआई की जो वैल्यू थी, आज जो एआई की वैल्यू है, जमीन आसमान का अंतर है। तो आप जब भी लिटरेचर रिव्यू करें या पेटेंट में प्रायर आर्ट की बात करें, तो आप लेटेस्ट जो पेपर पब्लिश हुए हैं उनके डाउनलोड करके पेपर को एनालिसिस करें, उनके अकॉर्डिंग लिटरेचर सर्वे बनाएं, लिटरेचर रिव्यू करें, उनमें से गैप फाइंड आउट करें, क्योंकि जो 3-4 साल के पेपर पब्लिश हुए हैं उनमें आपको इजीली गैप मिलेंगे। आप 10 साल 15 साल पहले के पेपर में गैप निकालेंगे तो ऑलरेडी वो कहीं ना कहीं काम एग्जिस्ट होगा, तो आपका यूनिक वर्क नहीं होगा। एक मैडम ने भी क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि हम Q1 में क्यों नहीं जा सकते। यदि आपका 4 साल 5 साल 6 साल पहले का लिटरेचर रिव्यू है तो आप Q1 में नहीं जा सकते। यदि आप लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी पे काम करके आगे बढ़ रहे हैं और उनका कंपैरिजन को, गैप को आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव में कन्वर्ट करके एक प्रॉपर सॉल्यूशन दे रहे हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आप Q1 Q2 को टारगेट कर सकते हैं। आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? मैडम आप म्यूट हैं।
यस सर।
ओके मैडम, थैंक यू।
Sakshi ji, any more question? You get it?
यस सर, वन मोर क्वेश्चन।
अच्छा।
सर मुझे ये पूछना था कि जब हम अपने रिसर्च पेपर को पब्लिश करते हैं तो क्या डिफरेंट डिफरेंट पब्लिशर से उसको पब्लिश करवाना जरूरी है, या फिर हम किसी एक या दो से ही पब्लिश करवा सकते हैं? क्या थीसिस जब वो चेक करते हैं तो इस तरह की चीजें देखी जाती हैं क्या?
आपने जो पेपर लिखा, आपने जहां सबमिट करा, उस जर्नल में यदि ये पब्लिश हो गया है, तो उसके बाद आप उस पेपर को, उस कंटेंट को कहीं पे भी सबमिट नहीं कर सकते, कहीं पब्लिश नहीं करवा सकते, क्योंकि वो ऑलरेडी पब्लिश हो गया है। तो एक टाइम पे एक ही जगह सबमिट होगा और वहीं एक्सेप्ट या रिजेक्ट होगा। रिजेक्ट होता है तो आप सेकंड ट्राई कर सकते हैं, यदि एक्सेप्ट होता है तो आप वहां पब्लिकेशन प्रोसेस में आगे जा सकते हैं। उसके बाद आपको सेकंड या थर्ड पब्लिशर पे नहीं जाना है, क्योंकि वो पब्लिश हो चुका है। तो एट ए टाइम एक ही जगह सबमिट करना है और वहीं पब्लिश करवाना है, मल्टीपल नहीं जाना है। इसलिए हमें मंथली या बाई मंथली जर्नल पे टारगेट करना है, जिससे कि हमारा रिजल्ट हमारे को जल्दी मिले।
सर सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट,
Yes, ma'am.
शायद साक्षी मैम, शायद आप ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि यदि आपको 2 पेपर्स पब्लिश कराने हैं ड्यूरिंग योर पीएचडी, तो आपको वो दोनों एक ही जर्नल में करवाने चाहिए या अलग अलग में करवाने चाहिए?
yes,
तो सर यदि ये एक ही जर्नल में करवा लेते हैं तो क्या थीसिस सबमिशन में कोई क्वेश्चनिंग हो सकती है?
मैडम, ये यूनिवर्सिटी टू यूनिवर्सिटी, साक्षी मैडम, आपको वेरी करेगा। यदि आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में नॉर्म्स नहीं है ऐसा कि भाई आपको एक ही जर्नल में 2 पेपर करवाने हैं, 3 करवाने हैं या एक ही करवाने हैं, तो आप डेफिनेटली एक ही जर्नल में 2 करवा सकते हैं। यदि आपके वहां पे नॉर्म्स हैं कि 2 पेपर मैंडेटरी हैं लेकिन 2 डिफरेंट जर्नल में चाहिए, तो 2 डिफरेंट में जाना पड़ेगा। यदि ऐसा नॉर्म नहीं है तो आप एक ही जर्नल में सबमिट कर सकते हैं। तो आगे प्रोसीड करने से पहले आप अपने यूनिवर्सिटी के नॉर्म्स को देखिए कि क्या हम एक ही जर्नल में जा सकते हैं, तो आप डेफिनेटली एक ही जर्नल में जा सकते हैं। यदि ऐसा नहीं है तो आप डिफरेंट जर्नल को टारगेट कर सकते हैं। आप जर्नल्स मिलेंगे कहाँ से, वो हमने आपको इसमें लाइव बताया।
okay sir, thank you so much.
थैंक
Thank
यू।
you so much. Yes, Lieutenant Colonel Shantanu. He is Dr. Udit. He is from Jammu and Kashmir. He is army officer.
राइट राइट।
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir? Good
Yeah,
evening.
yeah. Do you have any question?
evening, sir.
Lieutenant Colonel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
I have
please.
a question. I don't think so. My video is available.
No problem. No problem. Please ask.
But anyway, it was a very nice session, and I would like to appreciate your efforts, both of you. And I would also like to put up that I have published recently in Scopus Q3. So I have gone through this procedure. Whatever you have, whatever you have told, sir, is absolutely correct. And I really appreciate it. It was a fruitful session. Only query is, sir, if we do the literature review and if we do the plagiarism assessment, then how do we know that our paper, which I'm going to submit to some journal, is having a similarity index less than 9 in a confident manner? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. So you can check with Turnitin software, and plagiarism policy depends on general to general. And definitely we are going with Q3 or Q4 general or Q1 or Q2 general. So maximum generals are having minimum or maximum criteria below 10% or maximum 15%. So after checking our literature review or our paper with Turnitin or any other authenticate software, you can go with general. But try to keep below 10%, because SCI, Scopus, Web of Science are having or demanding below 10%, because first checklist of these journals are below 10% plagiarism. If your paper are having below 10%, then it will go for technical check. After technical check, it will go with review process. So definitely you can keep below 10% plagiarism.
Absolutely. Right. So, yeah, Alia Sultana, please unmute. You can ask. You are, please unmute, Alia ji, please unmute. You are muted. Please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself, ma'am. Yes, now you can ask.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir,
evening.
I want to know one thing, like when we write any paper for specifically for publication in Scopus or Web of Science, how do we assess ourselves that whether it's meeting those quality standards or not, despite following the plagiarism test? Because many a times it happens that it gets rejected or something. Because nowadays what accounts is our publications only in Scopus and Web of Science in every institution. So, but how do we assess that whether our paper is meeting those standards in order to submit to a journal which is indexed in Scopus or Web of Science?
Madam, simple thing. First of all, target the journal. Suppose that you are targeting X journal, so you can download 10 to 20 papers which are belong from your area. So
Okay, sir.
target 10 to 20 papers from that journal which you are targeting for the publication.
Okay,
So
sir.
you can check the standard of the journal, standard of the paper. So as per the published paper, you can create your content and definitely your paper will be published easily in particular journal.
Okay,
Before
sir.
preparing the article, you can find out the 2 or 3 journals. Then you can prepare your article belong to these 2 or 3 journals. Then you
Okay, sir.
can take minimum time for the publication and acceptance as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think, sir, we have a very wonderful session by Dr. Udit and Dr. Sandeep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, once again.
Thank you, sir.
And I would like to invite Dr. Aarti Chopra to give formal vote of thanks to Dr. Udit and Dr. Sandeep. Dr. Aarti.
Thank you so much, Dr. Udit sir and Dr. Sandeep sir. Such a wonderful session it was. And by end of this session, the answer you gave, that is so wonderful, sir, because earlier we were also doing the same thing. We were preparing the paper first and then we were finding the journal. Now we have got to know that if we wish to get our paper published in a quality journal, we must look at the journal first. We must select the journal first, go as per the template they want, and then accordingly as per the quality papers they have in the last few editions, volumes, and then accordingly we should prepare our paper. So very nice, sir.
Right.
Thank you so much for
Thank you.
solving so many queries from all the researchers. So for the formal vote of thanks, I would like to say good evening to once again to all of you. As we come to the close of today's enriching session, it is my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing team and all the participants. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished speakers, Dr. Udit Mamodiya and Dr. Sandeep Gupta, for delivering such a thought-provoking, insightful, and inspiring session on enhancing research integrity, ethics, quality publications, and effective proposal writing. Sir, both of your in-depth understanding and research ethics, coupled with your practical guidance on writing the impactful proposals and targeting quality publications, has truly empowered all the participants. Your examples, your clarity, and your conviction have made this session very informative and transformational for all of us here. A very special note of thanks for our collaborating institutions, KCES College of Engineering and Management, Jalgaon, Maharashtra, and Sri Tagore College, Kuchaman City, Rajasthan, for partnering in important academic endeavor like this. I also wish to extend my gratitude to all the organizing conveners, Professor Ravikant Modi, Dr. Sanjay Sugandhi, Dr. P.S. Chauhan, joint organizing conveners, Ms. Harsha Deshmukh, Dr. Ashok Kumar, and Dr. Rakhi Methi for curating this program, which aligns perfectly with the academic need of today. I wish to thank the whole team of Inspira Research Association and both the collaborators. And most importantly, I wish to thank all the participants who have joined us from the various corners. And we have 6 more enriching days for, full of energy, engagement, and thoughtful questions. So let's carry this momentum for the next 6 days. Wishing you all the continued learning and success in your life. Thank you so much once again, Udit sir and Sandeep sir, for the valuable session. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much,
madam.
Dr. Aarti.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Udit. Thank you, Dr. Sandeep, for the wonderful session, sir. And I hope we will do some more sessions with you, sir.
Right, sir. Right.
Sure, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Chauhan.
Thank you, sir.
And participants, we will meet tomorrow at the same time at 5 p.m. tomorrow on again, a very wonderful topic, literature review and referencing techniques, traditional and AI-assisted approaches by Dr. Janki Misri from Veer Narmad South Gujarat University, Surat. Thank you so much, Udit sir.
Thank
Sandeep
you,
sir,
sir.
once again. Thank you so
Thank you.
much,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.